เบลพัดครับวันนี้โชคดีมากๆเลยนะครับได้นั่งคุยกับฝั่งของเจมูเซอร์นะครับจริงๆเจมูเซอร์เนี่ยเริ่มต้นมาตั้งแต่ในปี 2008 นะครับซึ่งวันนี้เขาทำทั้งโชว์ที่เดครัมนะครับก็เลยมีโอกาสได้คุยกันนิดนึงครับกับเจมูเซอร์ว่าที่มาที่ไปเป็นยังไงแล้วในอนาคตของเจมูเซอร์จะเป็นแบบไหนนะครับ Start with introducing yourself a little bit.
Yeah, my name's Matt Woodruff. I'm the creative director of Mueser. The founder of Mueser is a guy named Jake, and he started the company in 2008, and I started working with him about 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yeah.
Quite a long time.
It's a little while now. It's amazing how fast time flies by. When I joined the brand, Jake was kind of known in the city as one of the better kind of custom tailors and bespoke tailors. I was working with another menswear brand, and when I met Jake and I kind of saw his suits and I saw the quality of the product he was making, I thought it was fantastic, and I liked Jake's story and thought he was a good guy, and I wanted to kind of help tell that story and help purvey the clothes he was making and help turn that kind of tailoring business into a brand.
So start at the 2008. It's actually like a bespoke only, right? Back that time.
Yeah.
Very interesting because almost of the brands in New York, mostly they're just doing a fashion like streetwear.
Exactly. A lot of people think of New York as this great metropolitan place.
Something like that.
And would assume that there's so many bespoke tailors, but it's actually a much shorter list than you would think. Yeah. And I think at that time, he wasn't moving quite as fast. You know, we do many suits per month now. I think at the time he could only do, a couple per month because he had to do everything himself.
One man bespoke.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of military wear and maybe like Western shirts.
Yeah.
Let's say about the concept of Mueser these days.
Yeah, I would say conceptually, we like to think of ourselves as a New York brand, an American brand. And I think as an American brand, much like America itself, it's really this kind of melting pot of different cultures.
It's a hot pot, right?
Exactly. So we have Italian influence, we have French influence, and we have mid-century American influence. And that mid-century American influence is what brings you the Oxford cloth button-downs,
right.
Kind of the military references, and some of the workwear references, such as the Western shirts.
Like M65, right?
Yeah. The field jacket's kind of a newer product for us as we're expanding and starting to do more outerwear.
Tell us a little bit more about the New York meet with the Neapolitan styles.
Yeah, so all the ready-to-wear tailoring is made in Napoli. It's a big influence on what we do. We love the construction. We love the cut. Our cut is modified a little bit from a Neapolitan cut. We think that soft construction is really relevant to today, how people dress, their lifestyles being
especially
a little...
with this weather.
It works well for Bangkok, that's for sure. Also, just being a little bit more relaxed. It's not as stiff of an environment. It's not as formal of an environment. And I think that kind of softer tailoring style feels right, kind of, in this day and age. That being said, it's we go a little more city with our palette. It's a little more relevant to city life. We cut our jackets a little bit longer, and we do a few things a little bit different. But that soft canvas, soft shoulder, lightweight canvas, quarter lining, those are all things we love from the Neapolitan tailoring.
Your suit or your jacket's gonna be like from office work until the casual night out.
That's like a very important thing in the way New York life works. You're kind of going hard all day long and you go straight into the evening. You wake up early, you're working hard, you go straight into work, you're working, late, you're working many hours, you go straight out to dinner with your friends or colleagues, and then you go straight to bars or kind of the nightlife from there. That was kind of the way we're living, and it's something that we need for our lives, and it's something that I think most New Yorkers need as well. Something that feels just as at home in the office or for kind of daily life as it does at the bars or in the evenings at dinner parties.
Tell us a little bit more about the program. You have like bespoke program also and MTM, and then now it's a ready-to-wear.
The MTM is made in Naples.
Same as the ready-to-wear.
Same as the ready-to-wear. Yeah, exactly.
And the bespoke one?
The bespoke one is made in New York.
Looking back at the American style, Polo Ralph Lauren or maybe like Brooks Brothers.
Ralph Lauren, I think, takes much more influence from English tailoring. That's where you get that kind of stronger shoulder. Brooks Brothers is an interesting one because what you think about in that kind of 1950s Brooks Brothers, that's a unique style. So those are pretty soft jackets, actually. It's not as strong of a shoulder. It's a pretty, their sack jacket is, that's kind of the Ivy style. But I actually find there's a lot of similarity between like the 1950s American kind of cut and a Neapolitan cut. The Neapolitan cut was developed with like a one-piece front, which has a single, it's cut from one piece instead of two pieces. So it doesn't have as much nip in the waist as like an English cut. It's also a soft garment, it's a soft shoulder garment. So I think there's a kind of funny kind of correlation between that like 1950s Ivy style
and Neapolitan
sack
style.
suit and the Neapolitan style, which I've always kind of taken like a little bit of a delight in. In Bangkok, I wear both kind of regardless of the weather. I would say just making sure you don't fully line a jacket would make a lot of sense to make it a little bit more breathable. I brought some stuff that's a little bit lighter in weight as well. Kind of curated the collection to make sense in Bangkok. I'm not bringing the heavy English flannels that we might be wearing.
For sure.
That we might be wearing in New York, and even some of the heavier 3-ply don't make as much sense here. So I kind of kept the fabrics light. I kind of kept the palette our own, and I wanted something that somebody could wear in Bangkok or wherever else their travels may bring them.
Right.
So this is our double-breasted jacket model.
Okay.
So it has a soft shoulder with no padding. It has a smooth spalla camicia kind of sleeve head, and then it's a 6-button 6x2 with patch pockets and kind of a broad sweeping lapel with a little bit of belly or curve. We like a slightly more vertical rather than a more horizontal peak lapel, and classic kind of Neapolitan. This is another example that's become quite popular, a single-breasted suit jacket.
Okay.
So this has a 3-roll 2 button front. It has a broad lapel with a kind of lower gorge height, jetted pockets, and this one also has, this is a style that's more popular for our suiting. It has no padding in the shoulder, a very soft shoulder, but it has a lightly roped sleeve head. The French would often refer to it as the cigarette shoulder, and it's not quite as strong as that full kind of, maybe a small hand-rolled cigarette. It's also kind of what I'm wearing here. It's most of my suits I'll do light rope shoulder on, but I think a softer kind of smooth spalla camicia makes sense for casual sports. So I wanted to bring some stuff that made sense for more formal occasions, such as this, which is a wool linen blend. I'll get a little bit more kind of light on it. The light's a bit tricky here, but it's a wool linen blend. It wears light, but I think it's great for events, whether it's special occasion kind of dinner, maybe a wedding, something like that. But I also wanted to bring some fun stuff. So we have it's like striped jacket that can really kind of be a bit more of a statement. I would kind of just ground it down with very classic elements. So I'd maybe pair it with an olive trouser, how that kind of grounds down the white jacket there, and then maybe pair it with a light blue shirt, something very classic. You don't want too many statement pieces at once. Otherwise, I'd maybe wear it with like a chambray shirt to kind of pull out the indigo tones in the stripe, pair of kind of British khaki chinos. Another one that I think is a great one. Looks like a kind of traditional gun club. It has some nice colors in it. It has an olive, it has a tan, it has a chocolate brown, it has a navy, and it looks like it might be some sort of blended fabric, but it's actually a lightweight 100% silk. It's really dry to the touch, woven with a twill, but I think this jacket's a real kind of quiet luxury and delight to wear.
I just love the color though.
Yeah, I think the color's just really
bit.
pretty. Yeah. These are herringbones, like a summer weight herringbone. And these are like a 50% wool, 50% linen. And these are some cloths that are exclusive for us. But what I like about these is the slubbiness. So you get a little bit of those kind of slubs in the weave, so it looks a little bit irregular. So it gives a lot of texture. It doesn't look too flat, and I think it helps give it a little bit more of a casual appeal.
I can sense wearing with the jeans maybe the best.
I think that's a great one to wear with jeans. Maybe a light gray fresco trouser if you wanted to dress it up.
Right. Which one that is your favorite one?
So I would say it might seem a little boring, but this 3-ply fresco is probably my favorite. I think if you had to have one suit, this would be it. It's a kind of unique indigo color. So I think it doesn't look too formal. It doesn't look like you just came from the office, but it would still be appropriate in most formal situations.
Like Jake also said, like we cannot have too many blues, right? Or navy jackets.
Yeah, exactly. Same with our house hop sack in the double-breasted. I think this is something that could just be worn in so many ways.
Right.
I have maybe four navy blazers with subtle variations, some with gold buttons, some with pearl buttons. I probably wear a navy blazer 3 days a week.
I know that you guys make a great knitwear.
So these are some kind of more summer sweaters. These are a cotton linen blend cable knit.
Okay.
And these are some 100% cotton polos.
The touch is very fine.
Very soft. It's a fully fashioned knit, very lightweight, very breathable. People are wearing shirts and ties a bit less, and knitwear is a great way to be able to wear a suit without looking like you just came from the office. Make it a bit more casual. Same goes for our Neapolitan pearl snaps. We made those kind of right after I started a number of years ago, and it kind of instantly became a big hit for us. We make those in Naples, but you know, it's a classic American Western style. But again, same as knitwear, it's a way to dress a suit a little bit more casually. So you can wear a fresco suit, but you put a denim or a chalk stripe suit, but you put a denim pearl snap under it, and suddenly it just feels like a kind of cool, casual outfit. You know, in my life, and I think the lives of many of our customers, it's a way to have a little fun and be a little more expressive with your dress.
Like a color like orange right there, or maybe like the orange jackets.
Yeah,
right
we
there.
have the brick red sweater. We have this kind of orange field jacket here. This one's a new one for us, but a few pops of color never hurt. You can't only wear olive, navy, and gray.
All the shirts is also made in Naples, or
The shirts are all made in Naples, so everything from the Neapolitan pearl snaps, our Oxford cloth button downs. We have a classic kind of Italian spread collar dress shirt. Our newest shirt that's been quite popular as well, we're calling the Carter shirt. It's a bit more English inspired, but made with kind of softer collar and still made with that Neapolitan, you know, hand-sewn details. So it has a longer point collar, which we like the shape of a lot with the necktie. It doesn't look as businessy. It
Right.
feels a bit more expressive, a bit more funky.
if you can give advice for a shirt, a suit, couple of the jackets, what do you advise?
I would say from us, denim shirt,
Okay.
whether that's in our like Carter model, our button-down model, or the Neapolitan pearl snap. For the suit, I would do whatever cloth you choose. I would try the roped shoulder.
Okay.
I would do a jetted pocket, do something kind of sleek, a little French in influence, a single pleat trouser. Our trouser cut is a kind of higher rise with a straight leg, which I think, you know, looks nice and harmonious with the buttoning points of jacket. For a jacket, I would try double breast. I really like our double breasted model. I think it's very elegant. I think it can look rakish in the evening, just a little bit different for day to day.
You have like a special cloth for the trunk shirt, right?
Yeah, we have some exclusive fabrics, Madison Woolen, which is an American-based cloth merchant. So we have some cool natural linens, wool silk linen blends, Irish linens, cashmere blends in navy that are really nice and soft to the touch. Wide range of Irish linens. There's also woolen gun clubs, linen window panes. You know, the options are pretty endless with these bunches. We also brought along some wintry stuff, which we don't expect to sell much of. Another one that's fun is the seersuckers.
Oh, this one is good.
So this is a black watch seersucker, which is really fun. And then we also have tonal seersuckers in navy, black, browns, olive, ivory, and some fun, slightly wider stripes. I think our furnishings are great as well. Those are all handmade in Naples. Neckerchief with a print that we designed ourselves based on an archival Charvet print. And these are hand printed and hand rolled edges. I think it pairs well with our knitwear to kind of dress down the tailoring a little bit. And our neckties as well.
I love your knit tie though.
The knit ties are nice. We didn't bring a lot of them. They sell quickly. It's a classic kind of German-made knit tie. But our regular ties are great as well. They're handmade in Naples, so it's a hand slip stitch, three-fold tie with a very light inner lining, untipped with a hand-rolled edge. So these silks are from Como, and the ties are made in Naples. So we did some kind of funkier prints, which I think are good to pair with the simpler, more reserved kind of shirting and suiting, just to give it a bit of life. But we also have some more classic English silks, which are good for business, and some raw silks as well, which are always fun to add a touch of texture. This is a fun one as well. This is a brushed Oxford, so this would be like a winter kind of Oxford. But we loved the stripe. This is maybe a 6 month out of the year shirt in New York, maybe 1 month in Bangkok.
maybe 2 days
Maybe 2 days.
Two
But we
days.
wanted to show you regardless because it's a new one for us and we were excited about it.
so your trunk show is going to be from today until Sunday
We're here at the Decorum Penthouse today through Sunday and we're excited to meet all of Bangkok's menswear enthusiasts.
sure tomorrow is going to be a party though
Yeah, we're gonna have a little party that kicks off at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So I think there's gonna be some food, some drinks, the terrace will be open. I think it's gonna be a beautiful evening.
thank you so much though Matt
Yeah, Bill, it was super nice to meet you.
thank you so much
Yeah, look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow and this weekend. Bye.
เรียกอย่างนี้แล้วกันครับว่าเจมูเซอร์เนี่ยคือร้านเทเลอร์ในนิวยอร์กนะครับซึ่งจริงๆถ้าเกิดพอพูดถึงนิวยอร์กเนี่ยผมเชื่อว่าหลายๆคนอาจจะนึกถึงแบบพวกฮูดดี้พวกสเวตแพนท์พวกสนิเกอร์ถูกไหมหลายๆคนอาจจะนึกไม่ถึงเกี่ยวกับแบบพวกเทเลอร์ช็อปอะไรเงี้ยครับเจมูเซอร์ถือเป็นหนึ่งในนั้นนะแล้วก็ข้อดีของเขาอย่างหนึงเลยก็คือเขาเป็นร้านที่เลือกใช้ช่างจากนาโปลีนะสไตล์เขาจะเป็นแนวแบบซอฟต์เทเลอริงหน่อยๆนะครับใครที่ชื่นชอบสไตล์ซอฟต์เทเลอริงกลมๆมีความเบาสูงมากๆจริงๆได้ลองแบบดับเบิลเบรสเตดฮอปแซกเขานะเบามากๆและใส่ง่ายมากๆนะครับเดรฟสวยและมีความแบบแฮนด์เมดค่อนข้างสูงมากๆนะครับเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยคืออีกหนึ่งเทเลอร์หรือ1ร้านช็อปที่น่าสนใจมากๆจากนิวยอร์กนะฮะซึ่งเดครัมพามาให้วันนี้แล้วนะครับใครที่พลาดก็รอโอกาสหน้าครับผมคิดว่าเดครัมอาจจะกลับเข้ามาใหม่นะครับเพราะว่าแจ็คเก็ตหลายๆตัวสีต่างๆผมว่ามันมีความนิวยอร์กเกอร์จริงๆอ่ะแล้วมันสวมใส่ง่ายนะครับเหมาะกับอากาศบ้านเราไหมผมว่าแล้วแต่ตัวแล้วกันนะครับเพราะว่ามันจะมีแบบโค้ดด้วยนะแต่ว่าอย่างที่เห็นอยู่นะตอนนี้ครับก็จะมีพวกแบบซิลค์ 100% หรือว่าวูลินินอะไรอย่างเงี้ยครับรวมถึงลินิน100นะฮอปแซกเนี้ยเป็นเรื่องปกติอยู่แล้วนะครับอยากให้มาลองดูกันนะครับเจมูเซอร์ถ้าเกิดใครไม่สะดวกที่กรุงเทพไม่เป็นไรลองบินไปนิวยอร์กก็ได้นะครับอาจจะได้เจอคุณเจคมูเซอร์ด้วยตัวเองด้วยนะครับถือเป็น1ร้านแล้วกันที่อยากแนะนำให้ทุกท่านได้รู้จักกันนะครับเพราะว่าพอพูดถึงนิวยอร์กเราอาจจะนึกถึงแค่เดียมอรี่ใช่ไหมแต่มีเจมูเซอร์ด้วยครับแค่นี้ก่อนครับพบกันใหม่คลิปหน้าสำหรับคลิปนี้ก็ฝากกด subscribe ครับเพราะว่าทุกการกด subscribe เป็นกำลังใจให้ผมในการหยิบเอาของเหล่านี้ครับมาให้ทุกท่านได้ดูกันครับแค่นี้ฮะสวัสดีครับ
J-Mueser style is like a luxurious downtown cool, I would say.